In the world of digital marketing, when you buy something online, you normally expect to receive some sort of digital download or access to a members only area. But what you don't normally expect or don't normally see is when you click the buy button and a few weeks later, a big old box like this shows up on your doorstep. Hey guys, I'm John from IncomeMesh.com, and in today's video, I want to talk to you about the One Funnel Away Challenge. I have just enrolled in it and I'm going through the March session, and I'm going to go ahead and chronicle what the challenge is, why I am doing it personally, and let you know if it should be right for you or not. I'll also be journaling this kind of through vlog style over the course of the next 30 days to keep myself accountable, as well as to share more and more with you guys what it's all about. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so first and foremost, what is the One Funnel Away Challenge? And if you've been living under a rock, you might not know about the company Clickfunnels, but they are one of the big gorillas in the digital marketing space. Russell Brunson is the founder and CEO of that, and he is a marketing genius. And he has created the company called Clickfunnels, which their entire purpose is to help you build sales funnels online. Similar to what Cartflows is trying to do with WooCommerce, similar to what Lead Pages and a lot of other companies are doing, Infusionsoft and all of that good stuff. Russell, however, he has a really cool story. I won't get into all that in this video, but essentially he has a software company and you pay every month and you get access to be able to use some of their marketing materials, create their sales funnels, do checkout pages and things of that nature. Now, when you run a software as a service, what's most important to you is reducing churn. If you have 500 people, but 100 people drop off every single month, that's 20% of your business that's gone every single month. You need to keep replenishing that stockpile of customers and user base. So I think what the One Funnel Away Challenge is all about is getting people to be more sticky by making them successful. In a previous video, I'll link in the description below, I talk about a key takeaway I took from the Traffic and Conversion Summit in 2019, where they talked about more of the customer journey, which is not just making that initial sale, not getting that initial sign up on the funnel, but instead being focused on creating successful customers throughout the entire journey. And I believe that's what Russell's trying to do with this 30-day challenge. If you create more successful customers, they're going to stay longer. They're going to profit from your tools, from your training, from your software, and they'll become lifelong customers, which is ultimately in everyone's best interest. So what the One Funnel Away Challenge is a 30-day challenge. They're administering it through a Facebook group. They've got a members only area. They send you a whole bunch of information and products I'll show you here in just a second. And it's a dripped out sort of live presentation where they're giving you some live group coaching every single day for 30 days. And they're walking you through a very systematic process of figuring out what your offer is that you want to sell, how you're going to hook people into your own sales funnel, and what is the story that you're going to be telling them in order to convert them into a customer. Let me show you real quick what that looks like. So this is the workbook that you get when you enroll in the One Funnel Away Challenge. And this is not everything, right? I'll show you everything in just a second. But what this does is it allows you to kind of journal and take notes and kind of keep as a nice little synopsis of what you're doing. And there's exercises for every single day for you to do. And here's kind of how it unfolds. So you have a 30-day kind of roadmap here for the One Funnel Away. And the goal is that at the end of those 30 days, you have a funnel fully set up, and it walks through, every week has its different theme. Week 1 is the hook, the story, the offer. Week 2 is, I can't even read that, your hooks and your stories. Week 3 is the actual funnel build. And week number 4 is to make it rain, which I'm assuming is getting traffic in and hopefully profit out. So it's a pretty interesting idea. I really like how they're putting it together. But the real question is, why are we doing this? So a little backstory, if you haven't found this channel before, is my wife and I left my corporate job at the end of last year, going into entrepreneurship full time. My wife and I, before me having quit, we generated over $500,000 in organic, revenues and profits through her brand and her online business. And now I'm kind of slowly dabbling and getting myself up and running as well. So if we've already created successful sales funnels, we've already created an amazing brand, in my opinion, why are we going in and doing something? It's just kind of not geared towards beginners, but is very accessible to beginners and is using a software that we've never used. We've never used ClickFunnels beyond more than just a free trial just to test the waters. So the question is, why us and why now? So a couple of reasons why I am doing the challenge. One is I want to see how a successful challenge is conducted. My wife, she's starting to do more challenges with her Start a Mom blog brand. And it's amazing because we have a lot of people who sign up, but they don't take action. And we want to see how a company like ClickFunnels, who they kind of dial their stuff in, they dial their marketing in, how do they keep people to commit, keep people to move forward and to actually take action and become successful? So I really want to kind of dissect day by day. What are they doing? How are they hooking you into taking action? They have a Facebook group where after every lesson, you want to put a little mission accomplished, and they kind of theme it after Mission Impossible. So there's a lot of really cool branding, of course, going on with their ClickFunnels One Funnel Away Challenge. That's one reason. The second reason is, at Income Mesh, one of the things I love to do, and it's probably to a fault, is I like to test out the right products for you and make recommendations for you what is right for your specific business. And I have tried all-in-one solutions like Kartra before. I've used a lot of WordPress tools. I'm a WordPress guy personally, but I can't ignore ClickFunnels, and I can't allow myself to be unable to give a real recommendation to somebody if they're asking, hey, is ClickFunnels better than Kartra, vice versa, whatever the case might be. I need to know enough for myself to be able to provide good recommendations for you. So I'm not saying I'm switching to ClickFunnels, absolutely not, but I do want to go through this challenge, kick the tires on the software, really understand what it's like to launch and run ads to a funnel and to an offer, and see how the experience is using an all-in-one platform like ClickFunnels instead of one like Kartra. And third, ClickFunnels, for all of its faults that they have an amazing culture. It's not just a culture, it's a culture, which means that, Russell Brunson has been kind of idolized, and for good reason. The dude has done amazing things, and, especially for his age to have done what he has done, I look up to him extremely, extremely well. So having created a culture like that, I want to see what it's like. I want to see what it's like to actually be in the trenches. I'm not going to become a big fanboy. I want to be true to myself, true to what I use and my recommendations. And I don't want to be chasing affiliate commissions or anything like that. I want to be able to make sure that I am a trusted advisor for you guys, as well as for anybody else that I meet. So it's not a matter of me kind of sipping the Kool-Aid, but I want to kind of hang out at the bar where people are sipping the Kool-Aid and understand how they talk, what they do, and what ClickFunnels is doing to create that type of culture in their own business. All right, so that's enough talking about why we're doing it. So let me show you a little bit about what I got in that box. So let's go ahead and take one last look here at the workbook. And essentially the way that it works is every day you've got different challenges and you've got different things for you to fill out to kind of keep you accountable as you're going through. I'm trying to make sure the camera picks it up. Little checklists and things you can kind of keep through. So it's kind of just a guided study. I think having that tangible thing in hand is very important. So often you give a Google Doc or you give a spreadsheet that you can download and fill in. But if it's there just hidden somewhere in your hard drive or in some Chrome tab far away, you're not going to do it. So this is actually going to sit on my desk in the back right corner of my desk for the next 30 days. And I have a set time every day. I'll go through the challenge and make sure that I commit to this because, for one, I'm ready to launch a funnel in a side business. I don't want to be a digital marketer that just talks about digital marketing. So I have a lot of different passions and I'm ready to launch a little funnel that doesn't involve all the blogging, all the other aspects like that. But I'll talk more about that as I get into the updates as we go forward. So that's the workbook. Let me show you how Russell Brunson indoctrinates you into his culture. So in that box came these 3 massive books. Let me go through them real quick if you haven't seen them before. So the first one is .com Secrets. It essentially lays out the argument for why sales funnels are the next best thing, right? And it gives you a lot of education around the value ladder, which is, the tripwire to the main offer, to the upsells and all the good stuff. And it really just, if you've never seen a sales funnel before, if that kind of seems like a weird concept, this should be required reading. I'm not saying this is all original content. And even in the introduction, Russell mentions that when he was a kid, like 12 years old, he would go and sign up for all the junk mail he possibly could. He had this whole stack of junk mail every day that would arrive from the mailman, and he would go through and he would learn direct response marketing by reading sales letters from direct response marketers. So he's not the pioneer to be able to learn how to write a sales letter effectively. He learned from the greats, and that's what everybody has to do. There's nothing wrong with that. That's smart, right? That's the shortcut. So that's .com Secrets. Then in Expert Secrets, he goes through and he talks about how you can create that attractive character, how you can tell stories, and how you can use your own expertise in whatever it is that you're good at, and how you can build a business around that. He also talks about a few more different funnels you can use, but is really mainly about storytelling, which is huge for me because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm super geeky. I'm super techie. I like this stuff, but I'm personally still working on my sales skills. So another reason why we're taking this challenge is I like to learn from better salespeople how they're actually selling. So Expert Secrets is also a very good book there. And then lastly, this I think is his newest book, and I believe he launched this book as a part of this challenge. And this is essentially how some of the most successful ClickFunnels users would restart if they lost everything in their business. So what would they do for 30 days to kind of get themselves back on their feet? So pretty interesting. A lot of this is very hypothetical. I don't know if any of these are actually real stories, but it's nice to see how people who have created success, how they would do it again. All right, so those are the books. Now, what else came with it is this really kind of a little cool, a little cheesy. I'm not quite sure what to think about this, but you get a little like jewelry box here with a One Funnel Away moniker, and you can see there's kind of like a Mission Impossible styled logo of a dude working on a computer. And you open it up. It's a daggum MP3 player. Like, I can't even believe this. So first of all, who uses these anymore? So it's like a USB thing. You could repurpose it and carry it around, I guess, if you don't have a smartphone that does that. But anyways, and it's loaded up with a bunch of content. I haven't really listened into this yet. This is early in the challenge, and I'm more interested in how they're conducting it. This is just totally passive. And of course, it's a fully branded thing. So even if you wipe it clean and use it to walk the dogs and listen to devotionals or whatever, it's still advertising ClickFunnels. So, that does make sense. So it's kind of an interesting thing here. And you open it up and you see that it's the One Funnel Away challenge with the strategist Russell Brunson and the executioner Steven Larson. So pretty cool stuff in that as well. And last but not least, like any good marketer and any good sales funnel, there are upsells all over this darn place. So this is kind of like the brochure. And what's amazing about this is they're telling you what they want to sell you next. Like this is what's so cool about ClickFunnels is they're showing you their funnel. It's wide open. It's right there. So, this is the 2 Comma Club coaching, the life you want, the marriage you want, the family you want is going to be fueled by the business you build. Pretty cool slogan. I don't know if I entirely agree with it, but it is catchy and I can see a lot of people grasping behind it. So the 2 Comma Club is something I have a personal problem with, but I'm going to kind of, let myself be talked to by this organization and kind of see. Because, all right, so the 2 Comma Club essentially is if you have a funnel, a single sales funnel that is able to generate $1 million of revenue. I don't know if it's in a year or if it's in its lifetime. I think it's probably in its lifetime. But anyways, generate $1 million. That is in top line sales. So here's what that means. So if you buy ads, which is what a lot of these folks are doing to drive traffic, because if you're using ClickFunnels, you're probably not going to be a blogger. And if you are, then, it's a whole nother story, but you're probably going to find ways of getting direct traffic into your sales funnel. The problem with that is you could essentially generate $1 million in sales and receive this 2 Comma Club coaching medal, but you could be not profitable. You could actually have lost $2 million or lost $3 million. You can spend ads all day long. If you spend $5 and get $1 out, that is not a good deal, but it's still a path towards a 2 Comma Club. So from the marketing side, I have a problem with that, but I understand they can't exactly do the 2 Comma Club of profit, because how can you track that with the 2 Comma Club on the top line revenue? They can see that directly from the dashboard. Like they don't need you to tell them when you hit it, because they can see from your sales numbers there. So essentially, they're telling you what the funnel is. So the first one is after you join ClickFunnels, you're going to get they want to get you to earn $1 million and stand on stage with Russell Brunson. Then they want to get you to where you do that 10 times more. So $10 million from a funnel, which tons of people have done. And then here's what I love. They just go ahead and show you their entire, let me see if I can get that centered. They can show you their entire value ladder of where they want to take you. So right now I'm in the tripwire. I get it. I'm definitely right there at the bottom of the value ladder. And they're going to try to get you to come to their conference. They're going to try to get you to sign up for their group coaching with Russell and all this good stuff. I don't anticipate myself doing that, but I'm open book. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to try to find success with it. Not that I couldn't have found success without it, but it's a really interesting thing to go into with your eyes open. All right, so what's next? So I'm going to be going through this challenge day by day. I'm going to put out some videos when I feel there's enough to update you guys on. If you're interested in it and you want to sign up for the April challenge, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description below. It's not my affiliate link yet, but it probably will be at some point. So it's going to be incomemesh.com/onefunnelaway. You can sign up for it. It's not an evergreen activity, so you can't just sign up today and start tomorrow. You sign up and then they start it once a month, every month, which is a pretty smart thing to do. It's probably several people's full-time jobs to run this event, and so far from what I can see is it's been run pretty well, pretty effectively. We got our stuff and we're off to the races. So that's it for me for this video. If you enjoyed this and you want to follow along with my challenge with the One Funnel Away challenge, go ahead and be sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video and leave a comment on what you want to see. Do you want to see me actually working through and building the funnel? Do you want to see my thought process as I'm working through my own hook, story, and offer? Let me know what you want to see and I'll be able to try to incorporate it into my future videos. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.